Years of preparation. One kick. That's how football sometimes decides its biggest tournament. But why? Why does a sport built on 90 minutes of skill come down to one shot from 12 yards? Let's actually answer that. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. Penalty shootouts weren't always part of football. For most of the sport's history, big knockout matches were decided by a coin toss, a literal coin flip, deciding who advances. That actually happened. Here's the problem football had to solve. Sometimes, after 90 minutes, the score is level. In a normal season, that's fine, that's just a draw. But in a knockout match, a draw isn't allowed. Someone has to go through. Someone has to go home. So football adds 30 more minutes. Extra time. Still level 4. Now football has a real problem. Before penalties, football tried other things. Drawn matches got replayed. The whole game. Again, days later. But exhausted players doing 90 more minutes all over again wasn't sustainable. And if even the replay ended level, football resorted to that coin toss. The man who eventually proposed the penalty shootout called that old system immoral and cruel. Neither solution worked, so here's the question that actually solved it. What's the smallest piece of football that's still recognizably football? Not a coin, not a random draw. Something that still uses a foot, a ball, and a goal. The answer already existed. A penalty kick. Every player had taken one. Every goalkeeper had faced one. Football didn't need to invent something new. It just had to reuse something everyone already understood. So here's exactly how it works. Each team picks 5 players. Not necessarily their best 5. The coach decides. Sometimes the biggest stars step up. Sometimes they don't. They alternate. 1 kick each, back and forth. 12 yards from goal. The exact same spot used for any penalty during the match. Nothing new is invented here. Whoever scores more after 5 kicks each wins. If it's still tied, it moves to sudden death. Imagine you're taking the 6th kick. The other team has just scored. If you miss, your tournament ends right there, before the goalkeeper even finishes celebrating. That's sudden death. First mismatch wins it. No more rounds needed. Quick thing that confuses a lot of new fans. Why can't goalkeepers just save every shot? It's not that they have to stand frozen. They can move sideways, wave their arms, try to put the shooter off. The one rule is this: at least part of one foot has to stay on the goal line until the ball is actually kicked. So the keeper can guess, can dive early the moment contact happens, but they can't get a head start. The rule is designed to give the shooter the advantage. Here's another thing that trips people up. Who decides which team kicks first? A much smaller coin toss. This one only decides order, not the result. And that order matters more than people think. Going first means less pressure early on. Going second means watching every kick before you've taken your own. Not a huge advantage. But in a moment this tense, even a small one matters. Now here's the part that makes this rule genuinely controversial. For 90 minutes, football rewards teamwork, passing, tactics, 11 players working together. Then, in the final moment, none of that matters. One player. No teammates can help. This is why fans still argue about penalty shootouts today. Some believe they reward nerve under real pressure. Others believe the biggest match of a player's life shouldn't come down to something that ignores the 90 minutes before it. But here's the trade-off nobody mentions. What's the alternative? A coin toss has zero skill involved. A penalty shootout, at least, is still football. Still your foot, still your decision. It's not perfect, but it's the most honest answer football could find to a problem with no good answer. So next time a match goes to penalties, you'll know exactly why. Penalty shootouts don't exist because football loves drama. They exist because every other option was worse. Sometimes the fairest ending doesn't feel fair at all.